Have you ever really thought about one of the most powerful pieces of tech we've ever created? It's something so common you probably don't even think of it as technology. I'm talking about the lens, just a simple piece of curved glass that has totally changed how we see everything and how we shape our entire world. So let's dive in. I mean, it's a fair question, right? How does a little piece of transparent material do so much? The answer is this incredible dance between physics, light, and engineering. How can shaping a bit of glass give us what are basically superpowers, letting us see things that are impossibly tiny or unbelievably far away? Well, we're going to break it all down. So, to really get how this magic works, we first need to meet the key players. You see, lenses aren't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Their real power is in their very specific shape. And we're going to start by looking at the three main types of what we call convex lenses. And here they are, the double convex, the concavo-convex, and the plano-convex. Just look at them. It's kind of wild how just a small change in the curve creates a totally different tool, right? Each one of these bends light in its own special way, and it all comes down to the shape of their surfaces. Let's get to know them one by one. First up is the one you probably picture in your head, the classic double convex lens. It bulges outwards on both sides, kind of like a football. This is your typical magnifying glass. Its whole job is to take light rays that are spreading out and pull them all together, focusing them on a single point. Okay, next, things get a little more interesting with the concavo-convex lens. This one's a mix. It's got one side that curves inward, concave, like a cave, and the other side curves outward. It's a much more specialized shape, designed for really specific things, like correcting certain types of vision. And rounding out our trio is the plano-convex lens. Just like the name says, one side is totally flat, that's the plano part, and the other side curves out. This design is a real specialist. It's amazing at focusing light with incredible precision and helps cut down on some of the visual distortions that other lenses can sometimes create. All right, we've met our cast of characters. Now it's time for the main event. We're going to see exactly how a lens can wrangle scattered rays of light and organize them into a sharp, focused image. This is where the physics really comes alive. We're going to focus on our most common type, that double convex lens. What we'll do is trace the journey of light step by step and actually build a ray diagram to see exactly how this thing works its magic. Okay, let's set the stage. That blue shape right there, that's our convex lens. And the straight line zipping through the middle, that's our main guide, the principal axis. Now you see those points labeled F and 2F? Those are our focal points, and they are so important. Think of them like signposts that tell us exactly where the light is supposed to go. Now, let's bring in our subject. We'll represent it with this arrow, MN, and pay close attention to where we put it. See how it's beyond that 2F point? This is absolutely critical, because the object's position determines everything about the image that's about to be formed. All right, let's send in the light. And here it comes, our first ray of light. It leaves the top of our object, M, and travels perfectly parallel to that main axis until it hits the lens. The second it hits the glass, it bends, or as physicists say, it refracts. And here is the first golden rule of lenses. Any ray that comes in parallel to the axis must bend and pass straight through the focal point, F, on the other side. See that? It's a rule it has to follow. Now for our second ray. This one also starts from the top of the object, M, but it takes a totally different route. It aims right for the dead center of the lens, that point C. And this brings us to our second rule, which is even easier. Any ray of light that passes through the optical center just keeps going, perfectly straight. No bending, no detours, nothing. So, we have two different light rays, each one following its own simple rule. And look what happens. They cross paths. They meet at one single, precise point. This is the magic moment. That exact spot where they intersect is where the top of our new image forms. The lens has done its job. It's taken the light from the object and refocused it right here to create a brand new, sharp image. So, what did we just create? The image that's formed by a lens isn't just a random picture. It has specific properties. It has its own unique identity, which we can describe by its position, its size, and its nature. Let's break down the image we just saw. So, what's the deal with this image we made? Well, looking at our diagram, we can describe it with three key facts. First up, its position. Notice how it formed between the focal points F and 2F. Second, its size. It's definitely bigger than the original object, right? So we say it's magnified. And third, its nature. It's what we call real and inverted. Now, real just means you could put a screen there and project the image onto it. And inverted, well, that one's easy. It just means it's upside down. And look, this isn't just some diagram in a physics class. This is the exact principle that powers a huge chunk of our modern world. I'm talking about the camera in your phone, the projector at the movie theater, the very glasses that might be on your face right now. This exact process is happening all around you, all the time. So the next time you look through a camera or a microscope or even just a simple magnifying glass, I want you to remember this journey, the path those light rays take. Think about how that simple, elegant piece of glass is bending light to show you a hidden world. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Where else in your daily life is this incredible principle hiding in plain sight?